Hello, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to wherever you may be. Thank you very much for joining us today. Oh, it's Lois. Oh, sorry. Lois is wishing a happy birthday to Elizabeth Boyle. Well, happy birthday, Miss Elizabeth. Happy birthday to you. I'm doing little arts and craftsy parts here. So welcome to Arts and Crafts for the Mom and Pop Quilt Chat. I'm just trying to get my background centerpiecing for these Tickseed, this Tickseed block in order. So I just had a couple things to do. So just come along with me. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. You'll be sewing? Wonderful. Wonderful. Best things to do. Hello, Nancy P. Peralt. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to butcher that, and I'm so sorry. Hello. We're from in Ontario as well. We're not very far. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, happy. Everybody's here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I am just cutting along here so I can tape it. And then we will cut our green vine fabric. That's going to go in between the Tickseed flowers, okay, to make our circle right there. Okay, and that has to be done on the bias, okay? And the reason why is because if you cut fibers on the bias, it gives you a little bit more of an elasticity or flexibility for those for that fabric to come around a curve or go in a curve, you know, concave, or what's the other one? Sorry, I forget. So yeah, that's a lot of reasons why people cut things on the bias. A lot of dressmaking is done on the bias cut, right? So when you're looking at a sheet of fabric, say if this is your sheet of fabric, you would have the salvage here, the straight of grain here, and then the bias is on the angle of a 45. So salvage, straight, bias, okay? Hello, 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 happy everybody's here, happy everybody's here. Hello, 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 hello. Big hugs to everybody. It's so happy to see everybody. Wet Tennessee, well, it was, oh boy, did it ever get wet yesterday. We got some serious thunderstorms and windstorms Thursday night to Friday morning. Friday morning crossing guard wasn't too bad. I mean, I did get wet, but, you know, it could have been a lot worse because the way it was sounding in the middle of the night, I certainly would not have wanted to be outside in that, let me tell you. I would have been one drowned rat. So, it was sounding mighty rough. Hello, hello, welcome everybody, welcome, happy Saturday. Just a reminder that next weekend we will be doing a 12-hour, that's Easter weekend, between Good Friday and Easter Monday. On the Saturday, we will be going 12 hours from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And we're gonna work on a couple things. Just come hang out with us. Share the day. We've got something interesting cooking up for the kitchen cookery part, because we always like to make something, whether it's a snack or a meal, okay? So now we're gonna take all these. See, and I could use the backs of these, because I'm literally that frugal. I could use the backs of these to make for other little, you know, notions on projects or blocks or something like that. So I'll go and take those and put them off to the side. And I don't like writing on anything pretty much that small, so that could just go to the paper recycle. And I'll save this and make something else out of it. I am that cheap. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Whoa. I don't know what I did on this one. Let's go back here. For some reason, I hit the mouse, and then the mouse went all crazy. Okay, there we go. I mean, we could probably use those for something. I don't know. We'll think about it before it gets to the paper recycle pile. Okay. Now we just have these to put all together. All right, so here over here. Nope, not at all. There over there. There we go. Perfect. Well, this would be like overlap there. And this would be like overlap there. Well, Bob's your uncle. Look at you. You got yourself a little square. Now, if I can just get this placed properly and just put a little tab right in the center, or a sticky square of tape, this could, and then if I needed to, I could put one up near the tops, which I probably might. But so this is a hexadoodle.com project. It's called English Paper Piecing English, or Paper Piecing English Country Garden, or something like that. I'm sorry. It's probably written on here. English Country Garden. There we go. Block 2. We're working on block 2. Okay. Oh, of course I missed my shirt. Okay, just, you know what? Deal with it. Packing tape. Good old packing tape. Okay, I don't want those scissors to use for that. So there. Let's get a couple little strips here. That should set me okay. Oh, 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 oh. Fold it over. No! Arrgh. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing Saturday. Can't believe it's Good Friday and then like Easter Sunday, Monday coming up. I was so excited. The local grocery store had turkeys on sale for like $1.97 a pound. So I grabbed one. So I'm hoping to make up for the disaster that was at Christmas. As we all know, don't smoke a turkey. Unless you're having it for specific reasons and not turkey dinner. You know, it just did not turn out right. There. I just need to get like the proper placement of where the curvature of the vine is going, the leaf is going, and where the flower is going to sit. So I just want to, it's not, doesn't have to be, you know, extremely bang on. It's just a general guideline because I know I won't be with my stitching. So, okay, one more. Yep. Okay, cool. There we go. And then what we do is we slip this over top of this, and then that's what gets us our proper placement. Oh, I think I had the wrong ones there. There we go. I had the little one on the outside. There we go. I don't know. See? No time at all. There. Hold on here. And then this goes here. And this here. Okay. And then we're going to make these little parts right here to go around. And then we'll pin it, and then we'll go to hand stitching this beautiful one, which is the first one. And I've just pinned it in a few spots. And I was going to machine this all from the get-go sort of thing. And then I saw Miss Allison Johnson's beautiful projects. And oops, there goes the tape. And I changed my mind. I'm going to hand stitch it. I think I love hers so much. It looks so beautiful. I like the way it kind of goes like cross hatches on one side and then on the other. I may not mimic that. I don't know. I'm just gonna. Well, I'm gonna stitch around first for sure on this one here, and then I may fill in the rest like I would for the background of this one. So I want to thank Miss Allison Johnson for encouraging me to do something I would have not normally done. Step out a little bit in my comfort zone and be a little bit more, you know, productive and pretty in this project because it's going to be for me. So I'd like to do the best I can on it, and I think the hand stitching would be really pretty. So that's why I chose. Isn't that going to be nice? So pin all those down. First we'll get all these little cards out, and we'll make our green vine on the bias cut there. So, okay, isn't that going to be pretty? It's going to be lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right, so let's move this right here for right now. So you can see that there. I wanted to press this fabric because we're going to use this to cut our biased. Okay, we're going to use our ruler and we're going to put it up against it at a 45-degree angle. Okay. We'll save that. I have to get all the little papers out. Was doing paperwork for hubby's business. Very nice, Kelly. Keeps you out of trouble. All right, we're going to take the papers off the green leaves here. So use this lovely little stylist part. What? Who's surprising who? Oh, I'd say surprise. Whatever it is you got going on or fandangling, if it's an option of a surprise or no surprise, I'd surprise. It's always nothing better than a good surprise. Well, as long as it's a good surprise. I guess that's the question. It must be good to surprise if Gwenny's involved. Okay. Of course, we could just kind of press that, get it back into its little shape there for the leaf. We'll just put that over there. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Everybody good? Hope so. Munchkin had a good week. We still got chocolate cake. It's left in the fridge. Could share off or show you what's left over, but I didn't have a full piece yet. I've had tiny little wedges. Actually, Munchkin was giving me a hard time. He's like, Mom, are you taking the tiny little weird piece off the side of the cake? I'm like, yes. Just got like a tiny little wedge. I wanted some. I just didn't want a whole piece. I'm sure you guys understand that. 94 on June 30th. That's amazing, Sass. Oh, thank you, Kelly Cruises. I appreciate that. Pretty flowers there. Thank you. I really like them. I kind of wanted to mix because I did solid for the poppy with a pattern center. So I thought if I did a solid center on these guys and with a patterned fabric, and just kind of mix and matched it as I was going along, I could really use up some of my stash, right? Because I didn't buy anything for this except for the background. And that's just to make sure I had enough, right? And I wanted something white, and I didn't have anything, the white with some texture on it. I only had white. Even that was very limited. So, okay, now to what's important. This channel, 3 more days of my driving job, and then I'm off for at least 1 month. I need to take care of myself. There you go, girl. There you go. You gotta take care of you. Cheers, everybody. Hexadoodle.com is where you get the pattern there, Miss Sharon Parsons. Hello, Miss Sharon Patmore. Big hugs to you. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Hello, Laurel. I'm having a great day. What about you? Kyle. Miss Pat's little munchkin. Well, grand munchkin. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Kyle. Is Pat here? I missed her if she did. She probably was busy off doing something. She usually is. Hello, June. It's good to see you too. Hello, Miss Helly, Miss Gwenny, Miss Allison, Miss Lois. Thank you, all of you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Hello, Sylvia. Today I've done an embroidery for a local museum on what the pandemic meant for me. I put a picture on the wall. Very nice, Sylvia. Museum. Ooh, sounds all fancy. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Well done. Well done. You should be proud of yourself. Has anyone done the EPP by machine? I did on the first one. Miss Jackie. I didn't hand stitch it. I mean, you mean like putting it together though, like as this quilt sandwich, or are you talking about appliquing the flowers down? What's the, hello, Miss Sass. Good morning. See all your face. Big hugs to you too, girl. Big hugs to you. How's your mischief of mice going on? I heard you had mice and bats issues going on this year. Are you going to sew? I don't know. I can never seem to stay up long enough, Lona. I'm sorry. Usually like, I need a poppy pattern. It's beautiful, Miss Dolores. It really is. It's a beautiful. Here, I could even show you. Give me a moment here. And I have it pinned to some just plain white backing that I have here. It's like a linen, not a linen sort of cotton mix. There we go. That's what this poppy block is. And I'm sure my interpretation of it is not doing it justice. But if you go and look at the website, she does a beautiful job. And I'm doing the best I can because I'm learning. So, oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth Hernandez. I appreciate the pretty flowers. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. And yeah, we'll do some hand stitching on that. I've got some needles here, and once we get the bias cut and that placed where it needs to be and pinned, we'll go and do some hand stitching on that. Because in this one, I can just machine it down off camera. So. There is a Miss Sharon Parson, but you can buy one block in a month. So if you just wanted one, you could just purchase one. So we are on the Tickseed. Tickseed was for March. It only started in February. So Poppy was February, Tickseed is March, and it's a mystery what April's going to be. Miss Allison Johnson, who's also in the chat and one of our moderators, is on this adventure with me, as well as I think a few other ladies. I just don't remember who you were. What size is the hexagon? I think it's 2.5. 2. From edge to edge, it comes out 2 inches after you folded all your stuff in. So, of course, you want to give a 1/4 inch, if not more, all the way around, right? So, thank you, Lona. Appreciate that. I'm working on it. Hello, Miss Pennyberry. I'm sewing a 3-yard quilt today. First sewing since my surgery in December, and jumping up to type in comments here and there. So happy. There you are. I'm glad you are too. I did email you back. I'm sorry about the delay. I apologize. It was a very crazy week with Munchkin's birthday and, just being sad about my mom. But that's allowed. I saw a corner of a quilt on your last video. What was that yours? Corner of a quilt. What do you mean, Julie? Qu'est-ce que c'est, Miss Julie Pike? What do you mean with the corner of the quilt? Hello, Pam Reynolds. What's going on? How's your little collection going on? I do have a 2-inch strip of fabric to send your way, and I'm sorry I didn't get on it. It's not that I don't want to go to the post office. Trust me. It's just I try to make it only once a week, and sometimes there are times I end up missing it. Or I go and I try to give myself 20 minutes, and then I drive by and there's like 7 people deep, and I'm like, I can't wait those peoples. Oh, Deborah, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Tell us where you're at. Love this. Caught my first live. Just downloaded the owl pattern you did previously. You want to do it in shades of gray. Oh, that would be beautiful, like a snowy owl. That would be lovely. Miss Lois actually has the owl hanging in her quilt studio. That one there with the beautiful colors. I know it turned out amazing. It really, really did. And I was just using a stash that I had and wanted a little pop of color. It wasn't as bright as the one that, the quilt pattern was like made out of, but I think it still in a way had its own brightness and beautifulness because of the color choices that were made and how they worked together. And those eyebrows, because I used a patterned fabric, the eyebrows for the owl, the blue part, let me tell you, that was like, I had to really think on the placement of how this was going to be flipped and flopped and how it needed to lay so it wasn't, oh yeah. It was all like 4 hours of making sure the eyebrows were just perfect. It was just like, oh my goodness, I have to make sure this is right. I have to make sure this is right. Like, you know, it can't be weird and one eyebrow's one way and one eyebrow's another. And I'm like, nope, it's got to be exact. It's got to be exact replica. So, yeah. Yes, I do. Hootie. We call him Hootie. Hootie the owl. It called for fabrics together. Oh, there you go. There you go, Miss Allison. I would do it again. I think I would. I think I would, because there was a little misunderstanding. I guess I don't know whether it was the pattern or my part. Remember, because of the way, I think it was the outside ones came together correctly, but it was the inside ones that had a bit of a, I don't know. It was just, I think it was too much fabric for the space, and I don't know whether it was I made a mistake, and I don't know I made a mistake. So I would like to try it again to see if I can figure out where I went wrong, or is it something that was just in the pattern and I just either misinterpreted when I saw it, read it as something else, and you know me, do my own thing. So I don't know. I would like to do it again because it's a beautiful owl, and we love owls around here. So trust me, we have like a 6-foot one in the yard. Lois has seen it. It would be beautiful, Miss Deborah. It would be beautiful. There we go. Okay, so let's cut. Put the old lady Googles on here. Now here, this is going to be our vine fabric. Okay. And of course, we want to cut it on the bias, and we want to use the 45. So we're going to put the bottom of our ruler, we're going to come to the bottom of the fabric, and we're going to line up our ruler on the 45, and we're going to give ourselves as much fabric as possible. We only need 6 inches, so if you were to measure like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we don't need to go that far. So we can kind of come down a little bit, still hugging the 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is where we can start off. We need 4 cuts, so we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's more than enough of what we're going to need for our project. I cannot acted the artist too, and she's contacted the artist, and she is and said it is correct in the pattern. Okay, well I must have done something wrong then, Allison. I'm sure. I even said in the beginning it was probably me. It was probably me. I'm sure I did something. Hello, Miss Ann Hayward. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Hello, hello. Welcome here. Oh, Trent Alley's video. Oh. So 2 updates on that. I missed the what was said there. Okay, so on the first one that I spotted, Frank's quilt, the quilt that Allison and I made for Frank, and it was Allison's fabric piece that she had sent. Like she sent like 2 little blocky pieces of leftover bits that matched Trent and Allie's quilt, okay? And then, of course, I bulked it out a little bit with some blue fabric and some brown fabric, and then made a double battinged quilt for Frank, okay? So in the back of the truck, they're picking up the satellite dish, or it was the one after the satellite dish, whatever. Anyways, he's in the back of the truck, and he's laying on it. And then the second one, I think it was 26-24 in the video, and then the second one is when they got the new edition, the new puppy, and there was 9:04. At 9:04, the new edition puppy is laying on Frank's quilt. So I know they got the box, which was so awesome. I'm like texting Miss Allison, oh my gosh, son, oh my gosh, it's like 26, 24, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I was so happy. So I know they got it, because I can see Frank's quilt there. And if it wasn't for Allison's fabric, I think I probably would have missed it, because it would have just been a blue or a brown piece of fabric. And I was looking for it. I was tired. I literally was on my chair watching the video like this just before going to bed, and I just happened to catch Alice, like literally that fabric that Allison had sent. So I was like, oh, stopped and paused. I'm like, said to Pop right away. I'm like, look, it's in the video. I know they got the box. I was so excited. There was no, it wasn't ours. I don't think though. I don't know. I haven't watched the latest video. But I think the quilt that Allison made them is too big for their trailer bed. It would have to be for their house bed. Yeah, there's no way it would fit on the trailer bed. Well, maybe, but it would really be cramped up because there's no place for it to lay. So, but yes. So I was very excited about that. Oh, it's okay, Vicky. It's okay. I appreciate that. It has had its moments. Yeah, I saw it. I didn't know I saw it. I'll watch it again. Okay, there you go. I was so excited. You have no idea. And then when I saw the new edition, Lika, the new puppy that they got, and she was napping on it at 9:04 of their one before this one. What says we did something crazy, or we can't believe we did this, or something. Name of the video, and it made me laugh out loud. I'm like, oh, at least it's getting loved. At least it's getting loved, and they got it. That's it. That's all that matters. That the PO box that we sent to actually went to them. That was my biggest concern. Like, I don't care whether they say anything about us of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, or I'm not sure how Allison feels about it, but I don't. I enjoy their channel. I just wanted to give them something and share something with them, and it was nice to have that collaboration with Allison on it, and it was a lot of fun. And of course, doing something for Brandon too. He's like the unsung hero, right? Got to give him some love too. All right, so these strips are supposed to be cut at 3/4 of an inch, and you're gonna fold over one side and fold over the other and do like a little base stitch down the center so both raw edges are tucked under, and then that's what you're gonna form around the circle or a little bit of a curve between the flowers of this block. But because my first ones are a little thicker, I think I'm gonna go 1 inch. I just kind of want it all to look similar. So there we go. We're going to cut that off. That'll go to the scrappy pile. And of course, I'm going to keep it on the 45. And instead of going 3/4 of an inch, I'm going to go 1 inch because I want mine to be just a little, so it doesn't look so odd from one block to another. Does that make any sense? Oh, Gwenny's got to go. Oh, bye, Gwenny. Oh, big hugs. Big hugs, honey. Hugs to you. All right, put it back down on the 45. Like I said, we only need like 6 inches, but we're gonna cut what we need here. I know it's gonna be more than what we need, but that's okay. No big deal. Two. And this flower, this hyacinth, smells so delicious. Everybody just take a big old whiff. I bought this all closed up on Monday, Munchkin's birthday, and also the 1 year since my mom passed. And it's been slowly blooming ever since, and it just smells just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've just been loving it. Just been absolutely loving it. If I smell it, it makes me smile. That's all that matters, I think. Beautiful. Looking so forward to spring. Good to see if any of the tulips I planted, 6, 7 years ago, smells good from California. I know we need smell-o-vision. The tulips that I planted for Pop and I's 20th, like way back when, because it'll be 26 this year, so it would have been 6 years ago in the fall I would have, or, well, last fall. So I want to see if they pop up, but I think we stuck some stuff over there, so I'm going to have to move it first, so they give them a chance. We're pretty much that too, Penny, but we are really excited about getting stuff, our seedlings going. We spent, it wasn't Sunday last week, but it was Sunday, I think the week before. Pop Munchkin and I were working at the space at the bottom of the stairs here to make sure we could set up our plant system. We got a rack and we got lights and stuff like that, so we wanted to make sure we were good to go. So we did a little work down there to make sure we could. So there we go. And now I folded these two. You can see I folded one on top of the other here. One about halfway, one about the other halfway. And I'm just going to do a base stitch all the way down the center. Okay. Yeah, so next weekend is 12 hours, everybody. 12 hours next week. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? We're going to work on a couple projects. One is something from the So Yeah Brothers. And it's like a kit that they send out. Miss Allison gifted it to me, so we're going to work on that. It's got some charm squares in it, and I think it'd be very pretty. It's called double something. Hold on, what did I do with it? I tidied up and then I thought I put it somewhere close. Sure I did. Anyways, we're going to work on that, and possibly a UFO bag that I've had in my list to do for probably about 6 or 7 years. It's all sewing, and like I just need to put it together. I don't know why I haven't. Sometimes it baffles me when you find something that like, why didn't I finish this? I'm like 98% done. All I had to do was sew this silly thing together. But I don't know whether it was the colors I didn't like, or I just wasn't in the mood for it or something. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Oh, that was Tiffany. Welcome to the chat. Hello, Mindy. What's going on? Mindy liked my thumbnail photo for yesterday's weekend project video. You made Pop and I laugh. So thank you, Mindy. My daffodils came out. Oh, very nice, Judy Lee. Oh, I wish. Ours aren't up yet. Not yet. Literally, the snow has just melted this week. So it has finally disappeared. There's still like a couple of little sections where the plow guy had piled it near the chicken coop, or in front of the chicken coop, that at the end of the driveway. That still has a tiny little bit of snow. But I figured with tomorrow's rain, I don't know if it's supposed to come tonight or tomorrow, but it's cloudy now. It's not sunny. I thought we might have actually seen a sun today, but I don't think we're gonna. So. But yeah, it should disappear by tomorrow. And then we're in for a little bit of chilly weather, and then I think we're in for some half-decent weather. So can I get 2 6-inchers out of that? Oh, I can. Okay, so that's 2. Let's take the smallest one and the other small one, and then we're good to go. Do. Hi, LL. Oh, I bet you Pop was responsible for that. Yeah, I said to him, how do you want to do this thumbnail? Because he wants to include my picture all the time, or a picture of me in what we're showing, because he says that gets more views. And so I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, there was about 15 to choose from. You should show some of the ones that got kicked off to the neglected, we don't want pile. There's so funny. There's a couple of funny ones in there. I'm glad it made your day. All we have here is a muddy mess, says Pam Reynolds. Well, we weren't too bad. We had a good melt. We had a very nice melt. It's been better than the years in the past where it's been nothing but a mud mess for like weeks. So, oh, show a close-up of what Mom's doing with the stems, please. Okay. Happy to. Hello, Annie-O. How's it going? So what I'm doing, I took my strip and I folded it once towards the center, and then the other half towards the center, and then you end up with a nice little raw edge tucked underneath and a beautiful little, this is going to be a vine part on top, okay? And I'm just doing a little base stitch to hold it in place, so that when I get it pinned in between the curvatures of my flowers, okay, and get my little leaves all matched up, I can pin it down. and hold it in place, okay? And then we can just rip out those base stitches afterwards, okay? So it's just folded one in the half and the other in half, and I'm just using just a very contrasting thread so I can see it, and doing a nice just big base stitch. Nothing too fancy, just holding those two together. And of course we can give them a little press at that point in time to make sure that they're going to hold. And then I'll stitch these down off screen because, you know, it's kind of boring. I got but some beautiful yellow thread though here. I have these yellow and green that I will use to stitch around them though. Feel it. So I do got some beautiful beautiful threads to work with. Some beautiful threads. I don't know how many beautiful threads you know, but I know threads. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps you. Yeah, just sticking them together, just making sure, and the raws together, the raw edges or the, you know, the edges that can fray, you know, sticking them down, one on top of the other, and then of course this is going to get, this side here that we're looking at, that we're folding over on top, is going to get stitched downwards towards the fabric here, not upwards. We're going to have that nice smooth side where those two folded edges are. That's going to be the top. And because we cut it on the bias, when we go to pin it in place or sew it in place or whatever we choose to do, oh, hold on, gonna need more lady glasses to thread this. It'll look nice, and we won't have to worry about it fraying or anything. Okay. Fred Flintstone, yeah. Actually, there was one kid, he was riding his bike to school this week, and he was slowing down before school, but he was using his feet, and I said, you have brakes. I said, you're not Fred Flintstone, and this isn't the dinosaur times. And he just looked at me like I had like 3 heads. And I'm like, you got brakes. Use the brakes. Don't use your shoes. Oh my gosh. I'm like, if he was going too fast, and what if the toe of his shoe caught and, you know, like then bends the ankle back? Like, oh, I could just see it happening. So I'm like, use your brakes. Slow down. Feet are not brakes. I don't know who told you they were, but they're not. All right, so there's another one. Can I get 6 inches out of that? Or might, depending on how far they. Well, they could get in between. Let's see how far we go with this one. Okay. All right. I need to, I think, press those better. Those little leafy parts. Here, but let's cut this in half. Two. And this one in half. And hopefully we got our 4, because we only need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, let's press. I have to go back to my physical classroom on Tuesday. Oh no, I was wondering why you were confused about the live stream yesterday. I thought you must have been on break. Like March break or spring break. I wasn't sure what you had going on. You said you were camping. I'm like, shouldn't she be working? But I'm like, well, maybe you can, via internet, you could work while camping. So I didn't know. I think in some situations like this, a small iron is very useful. Just saying. When you're trying to deal with tiny little finicky things, and I'm like, I don't want to burn my fingers off. Okay, like I said, they're not the best leaves in the whole wide world, but you know, we do the best we can, and we're trying to improve. Flowers are turning out okay. For some reason, I'm just like kerfluffing on the leaves. I thought maybe I was using too much glue, but I didn't use as much glue this time around, so. So I think this would be a great place to add those little extra bits of batting that you may have. You can stick them under here, you know, puff it up a little bit, you know, give it that sort of dimension or, you know, texture, tactileness, that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm trying to use the side of the iron instead of the point, I guess. So I don't feel like I'm trying to crispy critter my fingers. Hello, Ms. Linda Dollar. How you doing? What's going on with you? Happy Saturday. Happy Spring Saturday. I can't believe next weekend's going to be Easter already. Like, wow. Sorry about that. I did not mean to cough in your ear. Had me tickle. Okay, just a couple little to press, and then we just got to pin, and then we'll do some hand stitching. Hand stitching on the poppy. And of course, there's a couple ways for you to mark it for when you're doing your hand stitching. Oh, I think I left my guideline. Oh, that's actually Kate's case for this one. It was in the printer. That's okay. Could use it, but not really. It doesn't matter. It's not going to break the show. Sorry. But she does give you a nice little guideline to hand stitch or machine stitch the block together, which is really nice. I really like that. Lots of tips and tricks and hints and like how the fabric lays and what weighs which. And yeah, I know I found it very, very, very helpful. Okay. Let's place this on here. Birthday gift down to the wire. Oh, get on it, Kathleen Davis. Get on it. I know Miss Lynn from Gloucestershire. I heard it was pretty cold in the UK. I was in Miss Hexadoodle's chat this morning, and one of her co-UKers, Carrie, she lives in, I think, more of a northern part, and she said that she almost saw snow. So I was like, whoa. It must have been chilly. Okay. All right. Got some pins. Got a pins and a whims, and we're good to go. So, try and line the center up where the cross is, where I've ironed it, and I have my little stitches here to help keep me nice and square. And that is a very helpful tip, let me tell you. I'm so glad she suggested it. So we're just going to get things kind of pinned where they need to be-ish. And we'll do our best making it pretty as we go around. Like I said, all we can do is the best we can and try and make it appealing. It's only for me. Oh, don't pin through the paper, just the fabric. It's just for me and to learn from. This is a very, very much a learning experience for me, and I'm having a really good time, and I don't want to get too stressed out about it or I won't enjoy the journey. So I just want to enjoy the journey. And if it's not perfect, I'm okay with it not being perfect. I'm going to have fun along the way, and to me that's the most important thing. It's not about anything else. It's me having fun on my journey of my craftiness, sewiness, whateverness I got going on. Uberness. Keep trying to pin through the paper. It's like, don't pin through the paper. Like I said, if I wasn't pleased with any of the blocks when I'm done, I can redo them. I have the pattern. There's nothing that's stopping me from going and doing another one and being happier probably with the process. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Here. All right, now we're going to take part of our little vine, and we can see how it's very flexible here. So we want it, she gets tucked under one of the flower edge parts here and pinned. Okay, and then we're going to make sure it comes all the way over to this side. Gets this tip tucked under. Oops. Oh, there we go. There, do a 2-pin there. And then over to here, get this flower tucked in. Okay, that's way too much, so we can trim some of this off. We don't need that much. And as long as this is not too light that you're going to see that dark underneath there, you may want to trim it a little closer. Okay, but obviously so it can reach. All right. And then here, okay, same over on this side, tuck it under here, get it pinned into place. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah? All right, good, good, good. Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Pop. Okay, and then pin it here. Oops, I moved it. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry about that. Cheers, cranberry juice. My girlfriend Sandra, with her little munchkin, she was off to Guelph today to go pick up a bunch of things for next weekend for her munchkins. So I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that anymore. I mean, we'll have a lovely breakfast. We'll make something nice, and and we'll have, obviously we're gonna have a turkey. I'm assuming we're gonna have a turkey. That's why I bought the turkey. So it'll make up for Christmas non-turkey-licious. But like I said, just so glad I don't have to deal with all that, little stuff for little munchkins, right? Okay, let's turn this around. That seems like it's not really curved. It's all right. Try that. It just looked like it was straight. Oh, thank you, you nanny moose. I love that. You nanny moose. Cracks me up. Cracks me up. Okay, so we're going to stick this underneath our flower here. Try and get it in our middle position. Oh no, that's no good. That's one of Pop's favorites, let me tell you. All of a sudden, poof, the bag is gone. And you're like, oh. Was there one for me? Maybe one? Alright, let's try and get these guys here settled in. Okay. Fold that edge under. Try and get the curve. Oh, we don't need that much for sure. Just want it tucked under. But make sure it's tucked under enough, right? So it's not going to come out. So when you're doing your stitching around, you're really making it nice and secure. Making the vine and the leaves and everything else when you go and stitch all the way around. I guess you could probably do it in layers if you wanted to. We'll see what works out best for me in the end. Okay. Oh, it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty. Right. One little section to do here. There you go. Okay. Where's the last one? Oh, here it is. It's like, whoops. What's going on? Where'd it go? So guess what we're having for dinner tonight? I'm not cooking, nor is anybody else. Hello, Diane Wilson. No, we're just plugging away on a few little projects. This is the Tickseed Block from Miss Hexadoodle's English Country Garden Project for 2021. And it's English paper piecing. And of course you can machine or hand, whatever you like. I am going to machine all the flowery bits down, but I'm going to hand stitch the blocks together. I just really like the look. I loved Miss Allison's. Miss Allison's was just looking so pretty. And I was like, oh, I just want mine to look just somewhat like that. If I could just get a little bit looking like that, I'd be very happy with me. So, and it had some, I think it was marks of this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and here and here and here for the stitching. And then on the outsides, it was like an angled. And I like that. I like the difference. I thought that was kind of cool for this block. And I like it that kind of each block seems to be hand stitched just a little bit different. Oh, someone's showing off with the car. With the car. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this. Oh, like I said, the leaves aren't the best, but I'm still learning, and I'm trying to learn better. Oh, whoops, pinned to the paper. There we go. That's awesome. That looks so pretty. And we'll put some of our batting, which I have pieced batting actually that I'm going in behind here. It's all polyester that I'm going to be using because I have more of that than anything else. So it'll be some pieced batting for sure. Yay! That looks pretty. I like it, like it, like it, like it, like it. What's behind the big white square is the template to lay it out on. Did I miss something?
You asked the question and never said anything.
What?
You asked the question.
I did?
Yeah, you told everybody.
Oh, right. That's right. Stew? Nope. Roast? Nope. Scallops? Nope. Sorry. I got sidetracked by pretty flowers. Well, I don't know. Are you going to tell them?
Not my job.
Not your job? We're having sushi, sushi, yummy, yummy sushi, sushi, spicy salmon and tuna with a little bit of red dragon. Nobody likes the miso soup though. I've never seen a perfect leaf in nature. Everyone is a little different. Yours, oh, thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. Some of them have some sharp corners. I don't know about that. It's like a sharp leaf. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, and then like I said, I'll stitch down. Got this lovely green. Actually, it's a darker green I have. I forgot to grab the darker green. Darker green, and then this lovely yellow for to stitch down. I think that'll be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Ew, you don't like sushi? Oh, I love it, sushi. You take it away from me? No, not everybody likes sushi. You say curry. Oh yeah, well curry wouldn't be too bad. For cooked fish personally. No, well there is green. I'm sorry, Sass. There's green. There's green. But yes, that's how the block should look. And I think I'm pretty okay. I think I'm pretty good with that. So that looks pretty. That looks pretty. We'll get it all stitched down. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Not a lot of people like sushi. I don't know why. I don't know why. I like a sushi. The boys always feel hungry afterwards, though, I have to say. They do. You either? Really? Yeah, see, there we go. Hildy's on for sushi. There you go. Hildy's invited. Mindy's invited too. She likes sushi. Rob is like, blech. No, thank you. All right, I just wanted to trim this up a little bit so it was easier to hand stitch. And square up. Make sure I'm not getting anywhere near my current project. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then this is the first block, which is the poppy block, block number 1. And this is block number 2. And I don't know where they lay out in regards to each other. Obviously, it's got to be either in a corner or a side. So I think either way, it's going to be a beautiful. Actually, I think it's up here for some reason. Maybe I'm wrong. Where does it sit, Miss Allison? Do you remember? Do you remember where block 2 sits? No sushi, says Jackie. Hate sushi, says Sylvia. Oh, you like sushi now? Lots of wasabi. I'm in for the wasabi. The boys don't like it though. Lois is all in. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you enjoy sushi. We have. It's called Sushi Kaika. It's a local place. We haven't tried anybody else. I would kind of like to try someone else, but this one we're fine with it. So we just keep going there. Well, we usually get, well, it is raw because it's a spicy salmon, spicy tuna, and then we get the red dragon, which is the prawn, but it's a deep fried prawn, and it's wrapped up like a maki with the lettuce, the rice, and the seaweed. Trying to think of what else. No, it's kind of all we really get because that's all the boys like. So they're not in for sashimi, or they're not really in, they don't like the soups. So, yeah, and they're not too much in for the roe, that sort of thing. Thank you, Lona. I appreciate that. Thank you, Deborah Davidson. I appreciate that too. Yeah, well, Pop's not majorly into wasabi. He doesn't mind it. He'll have it, but it's not like his go-to. I gotta have wasabi on every bite sort of thing. But he's more into soy though. I don't like the soy. I don't like the soy at all. Soy's not my ting. Oh, we need to show you the brand new needle we have created here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. I don't know what I should put this on. Here, I'll put it on here so you can probably see it better. It's called We Go Around Corners. Can you see that? We go around corners with this needle. Isn't that an awesome needle? It's bent like a little hockey stick. That hit too much fabric yesterday. And since it didn't break, I was like, oh, and the Pop's like, you got to show that off that it's the new developed needle we've got going on because it's going to go around corners. I know. Thank goodness it didn't throw off the timing of my machine. I know, right? It's just a little curve. It's like a little hockey stick. And Pop's like, keep that one. We'll show it off. I'm like, okay. Okay. All right, now what did I do with the needle I had in my hand? Oh, there it is. So what did I do with the needle I had in my hand? It goes around corners real good. Where can you get one? I don't know. It's kind of like self-made. Yeah, it's a prototype. Exactly. The boys were just up here getting lunch, and I was working on a zipper jacket project, and they were talking in the kitchen, and they could hear it go, oh, thunk, no, and then I was like, uh-oh. And Pop's like, did it break? And I'm like, no, but it's really bent. It was funny. It made me laugh. I don't even think I need this today. Turn that off. Yeah, I really like the yellow. And you can see the difference. Like this is patterned in here, patterned here, solid there, solid here. And of course I'm trying to keep the greens as much as neutral as possible. I used all three in this one because it was in the center and I really wanted to pull all the other colors from all the other blocks that I was going to use, maybe light or medium or dark. And of course I got this one is the medium green and that one for the leaves. So yeah, that's a weird needle. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just kind of go around, hopefully keeping a similar distance of where I need to be. I've kind of pinned my back and my front together. It's like it's just a plain white backing. Like I said, it's just going to keep for me. I may do how we quilt it together, like in between, maybe do that as a color. I don't know. We'll see that. Mm-hmm. All right, let's try and get right close in here. Now I thought maybe I could probably put this in my hoop, my circle hoop that I was using for cross stitching. I thought that might have been an idea that I could do, but I didn't want to feel that you couldn't do it without using a hoop or something to use it on. So that's why I pinned it, and I'm just gonna kind of scoop my hand underneath. I've got my knot on the back side. You can pull it right, there we go, pulled it right through and it's now looped inside the batting. I'm going to come real close, not real close, but close enough, I guess, to around the flower. Okay, and I'm just going to rock my needle. I'm going to put it in, pop it up, make sure I got a bit of a needle space in there because that's going to leave the stitch length, and then down, and then up, and down, and up, and down, and up. And I think 3 should do it. And then we'll do the same, is go down, rock it up, pop it down, rock it up, pop it down, rock it up. Pop it down, rock it up, pop it down, rock it up right next to where those two are joining. And then work your way upwards by popping it down, rocking it up, popping it down, rocking it up, and there. And I'll just do that all the way around just to keep it nice and secure. They're pretty. I'm loving them too, and that's why I kind of want to do them justice. I as much as, you know, I like to machine stitch, and I could easily just pop in my free motion foot or my walking foot and just go zipping around. I think I really needed, since I'm using so much of the machine to stitch it all down, I think it really needed that hand touch to finish it off. So I think that's just what it's making it really pretty. So, and I'm happy to put in that little extra effort to make this project stand out a little bit, right? So, and of course you can use your thimble. I didn't put mine on yet. And of course, work your way from the center out as much as you can, okay? So we come stitched here, here, and all the way up to here so far. And then we're gonna come down in here, backtrack. This is where we're gonna have a couple of stitches laying over each other, but that's okay. We wanna make sure it gets all stitched down. And of course, adjust your pins as you go, because you're gonna stretch your fabric from the inside out to the outside edges, right? So. No, I do. I have one here. I just didn't put it on, that's all. Are you quilting along the edge? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm gonna go around this probably 2 times, and then I'll probably, by the time I get to here, it'll be like most of the stitches will be out to here, and then I'm just gonna cross, kind of cross hatch it like the second one. Sorry. Maple clappers? What the heck are maple clappers? Anybody got any big plans for next weekend or anything like that? Hello, Brenda. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Yeah, it'll just be us hanging out. We're going to try and get our plants started on the Friday. And that'll be a home and hearth video, that's for sure. Prepping and getting our soil and seedlings all ready to go. So excited for that, because new growth is encouraging. I wasn't really feeling it last year because my mom had just passed away, so I was a little lackadaisical. I mean, we did get some stuff growing in the garden, but it wasn't to the quantity that I would have wanted for sure. You know, I got big plans this year, and I really want them to happen. So. Yes, huge plans. Watch the 12-hour stream. Well, we have huge plans there too. Should we tell them what we're making? In the kitchen? Yeah? So, when Munchkin and I went to the St. Jacobs Farmers Market a couple Saturdays ago, 2 Saturdays? Was it last Saturday? No, it wasn't last Saturday. It was Saturday before. Okay. There's a little, it's like a British bake shop, okay? And even though we lived in the UK for 3 years, we never had a Scotch egg, okay? And the last time I was there was with my girlfriend Sandra and her 2 little munchkin, Matthias and Nathaniel. And we went to the same place, and I thought about getting a Scotch egg just to taste it, so I knew what it was. Like, I know it's a sausage and their egg in the center. I know like the basics of it, but how does it taste? That's, to me, is how does it taste? So when we stopped there and we got a couple of like meat pies, we got beef and gravy and chicken and mushroom. I think it was chicken and mushroom. Anyways, a couple little pies. And so I said, okay, we'll grab 2 Scotch eggs, 1 for Munchkin and 1 for Pop, right? Because I knew I'd just probably have a little piece of one of them, and that's all I would need to taste it, right? So they're kind of expensive, actually. It was like $5 an egg, or a Scotch egg. But it does take sausage and time, and I understand that. I really do. It's not an easy task. So we're going to make our own version of Scotch eggs, but in an air fryer. And hopefully it turns out. It was really delicious, actually. I kind of wish I would have got one for myself there, Wendy. I was a little miffed. You'll pass? Aw, that's too bad, Jan. But we're going to use a beef instead of a pork. We're going to use ground beef instead. Pop and Munchkin are going to be off to Costco tomorrow to make sure we got all the supplies and stuff for the weekend. So we're going to use beef instead. And I think it's going to be really good. It's an egg. Maybe we can put a picture up of a Scotch egg there, Pop. So people who don't know what a Scotch egg know what it is. Well, you get to see it next weekend too. Well, our version anyways. Sorry? Okay. Oh, we could be doing a 2 version. Yeah, so it's Easter weekend, so instead of making like a normal hard-boiled egg, we're going to make a Scotch egg. Say Happy Easter. Give me one without the egg. I'll try my best, Jan. I'll try my best. What would you like in there? Hold on. Cream egg? Easter cream egg? I don't know how that's going to taste, but I'll give her a go. Uh-oh, Sophie's dreaming. It would just be a breaded meatball at that point in time. Yeah, we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go there, Sylvia. Brussels sprouts? What? What, Ann? How did the vegetable come in there? What? I always fry mine and always use pork. Brussels sprouts? Ba-ding, ba-ding. My phone's ba-dinging. Phone's charging. Yeah, I think we'll use some Scotch eggs for sure. Make some Scotch eggs. And we got a little something, you know, planned for Easter to make a little table runner sort of thing, you know, and cut shapes out of. It's all fun, just, you know, using your scraps and stash to make something fun. No, I won't be hiding him in the garden. The rabbit that's been living under the deck for the whole winter. I'm sure we grab it. It was so funny the other morning. Oh, what's today? Today's Saturday, so it must have been like Tuesday or Wednesday morning. I'd let Sophie outside, and I told her not to chase after the rabbit, you know, because the rabbit's been living here and hanging out and stuff like that, right? So I've tried to teach her not to chase after it. So it was on the bottom step. It was by the generator, and Sophie just looked at it, looked at me, and then went off the deck to the other side to go pee, and the rabbit was just sitting there. And I was like, "Aw, all the training's worked. She doesn't care about the rabbit." She don't care about the rabbit. I'll take Brussels sprouts over eggs? Really? Wow. Yeah, so we're going to make some Scotch eggs next weekend. Should be interesting. We're excited. We've never made them before. We understand you have to boil the egg part way and then peel it and then cool it and wrap it and pat it and all sorts of fun stuff. Here's hoping it turns out. So here's hoping it turns out. I'm just going around my flowers, just trying to get close, but not too close to where the stem is, right? Like I'm not stitching where the stem is, I'm just stitching in the white. I like roasted asparagus for sure. Brussels sprouts is an acquired taste. It has to be a certain way. I like Brussels sprouts with turkey dinner. So I guess we're having Brussels sprouts next weekend, next Sunday, because we'll be cooking the turkey on Sunday. Sunday or Monday. I prefer the Sunday though. And it won't be smoked. It'll be regular, regular cooked turkey. We all felt like we got gypped off at Christmas because of the smoked turkey didn't turn out the way we were hoping. Well, it's not the way we were hoping. It turned out amazing. For a smoked turkey, it was phenomenal. It was awesome. But for a turkey dinner, that's not what it's meant for, right? It's meant for just as a smoked turkey, like for smoked turkey sandwiches or what have you. But wrapped in bacon, yeah, I'm all up for that. There we go, Deborah. Now we're talking. I prefer sushi or tacos. I didn't think you liked sushi, Jan. I thought you were the ones that didn't like sushi. Bacon in the middle. Okay, there we go, Wendy. Forget the egg, just shove it full of bacon. Okay, I got ya. Is Brussels sprouts? we didn't like them until someone told me to, because I worked at the grocery store for the little grocery store here in town for like 6 years when we first moved here. I got the job like 2 weeks after. I literally got like 3 jobs 2 weeks after we moved here. So it was babysitting, grocery store, and crossing guard. So anyways, I think it was my first Thanksgiving would have been the first year there. So within the first like 2 or 3 months of there, I'd see the Brussels sprouts go past and everything else like that. And I'd be like, you like these? And they'd be like, yeah, if you do this and this and this and cook it this way, it tastes really good. Or if you cook it this way and do this way and blah, blah, blah. Or you peel off the outside leaves, slice it on the bottom, put it in salt water bath for an hour, drain it, and then cook them or whatever. I'm like, oh, all right. So we tried it. I think it might have been the next year, I think. It took me a year to get around the idea. And we actually liked it. We liked the roasted ones. It was pretty tasty. So we've kind of been having it ever since. No bacon? Don't like the bacon? Love turkey more? I like turkey too. Yeah, so I was so happy when I saw the sign going down to Crossing Guard the other day and it says turkeys were on sale. I'm like, I'm going in, I'm stopping after Crossing Guard, I'm getting us a turkey. We're having a turkey this weekend, or the Easter weekend. Oh, bye, Kathy Quilts. Big hugs to you. Enjoy your day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate ya. Uh-oh. Did I go the wrong way? Uh-oh. Here. How did I? How did I end up over here? And I should be over here. I'm confused right now. I think we're going to down here and tie off, because right now I'm just a little confused, and that's okay. I'm going to hide those tied off stitches inside the batting, and you can see how it's coming along. I'm looking forward to sushi, though. We haven't had sushi in a while. Good 2 months or something like that, at least, since we've had sushi. So it'd be nice to have it. Munchkin's got an early gaming session with his Dungeons and Dragons peoples, so we wanna. He'll be heading out shortly after the stream, actually. So we'll have an early dinner, or like literally just be here when we want to eat it, because it's not like it's really time sensitive. right, come down here. There we go. Yeah, I just want to get around the base of the project first, like where the leaves and all the stems and the flowers. Oops, stab your finger. The flowers are, and then from there you can figure out how you want to quilt it. As long as you get in and around here first, which as long as we come in and around, we'll be fine. And then once we come up to here, we can just start working our way like a little crosshatch on our way out, sort of thing. And I think that would look nice. Oops. Don't be bleeding on the project. Hold on. I don't like the taste of lamb either, Miss Helly. I'm with you there. I don't. And you sent me a message about I don't know what you were apologizing for. I was very confused last weekend. So I don't know what you felt you did, but you did nothing wrong. So I love you, Miss Helly. And I was like, looking at Kent going, I have no idea what she's talking about right now. But you did nothing wrong. I love you very much. Our South Dallas, woohoo! It's beautiful, isn't Miss Judy Lee? It's a pattern English country garden from Miss Hexadoodle Quilts. She's on Twitch, which is another streaming platform besides YouTube. They're different from YouTube, and she's also got her own website, which is hexadoodle.com. Maybe Pop can share a link in there for everybody who wanted to get in there. My sister-in-law likes lamb, and of course, apparently you use mint sauce with lamb, and the only thing I like about mint is like toothpaste or like gum. I don't, any other mint at any point in time just makes me feel like it's a breath mint or it's, you know, something to clean my teeth. So I don't appreciate it with lamb, and I wouldn't. So I don't know how else to eat lamb besides, you know, having mint. And it's like, no thanks. I like gyros, but that's usually a mix of meat, though. Isn't that there, Lisa? I thought it was like pork and beef and lamb. So, and with all its seasoning and stuff, I guess it just doesn't taste like normal lamb to me. But I love me a good gyro. Our local place here that was really good for it, they closed. They closed. It was very sad. It was called Eat Like Sabby. It was a good Greek place. There we go. Thanks, Pop, for sharing Miss Hexadoodle's link. Oh, Gwenny's back? Oh, very nice. I'm back. Had deck visitors bringing food. Well, that's all right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Gwenny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she passed away. She had a good life, though, man. Like, come on. You make it into your 80s or your 90s, you got to count yourself lucky. I don't know who you are, but you know, I know I certainly would. My mom didn't even make it to 75, and Pop's mom didn't even make it to like 59. So, I mean, if you get up there, that's awesome. Lamb is awesome Greek style, marinated with oregano, lemon, olive oil, and garlic. I might like it that way, Mindy. I wouldn't mind trying it that way. It was a sad week this past week. It really was, Miss S. Your brother-in-law passed away, and it was the anniversary of my mom, and you know, there's just a lot of poop pile going on. 89's awesome, Donna Faye. I would. Are you kidding? Think about the trouble I can get up to before 89. I mean, I'm only 49 now. That's like 40 years of chaos and mischiefness, man. Bring it on. Don't hold me back, man. Oh, I know. And it's been that way for quite some time there, Gwendy, because that's kind of what it was when my mom passed. There was really nothing else we could do. So... Hello, Miss Tina. How you doing? Happy you're here with us today. 90. Oh my goodness, Julie. You are lucky. You are lucky. That is awesome. I'm gonna have to get a new thread when I get down to the corner near this poppy here. All right, go through the back. There we go. Then tie that off underneath. Okay, get some more thread. So it's not bad. It's looking good. It's one little section done, one little flower section done. It's going to take time. No one says it's going to happen overnight, so. What are you laughing at?
Well, it's only if you work overnight.
I need to get something to drink, so I'll be right back, okay? Just give me a moment. AFK a moment, K. Ready? Oh, okay. Anybody want a piece of cake? Leftover Munchkin's birthday cake. Oh, thank you, Jan. Big hugs. Enjoy. Want some cake? Chocolate cake. Yum, yum. That's what's left. And I've had little tiny, I've cut like little pieces off here, so they end up being like this tiny little piece of cake. Munchkin was giving me a hard time. Me, everybody's me. I'll take some cake. Oh, Sophie's so cute. Look at the Sophie and the Sophie cams. He's such a good baby. Hi, what's it doing? So cute. So warm and snugglies. Warm and snugglies on your quilt. Shake a paws. Oh, such a pretty baby. She's so cute. She's so cute. I took her on a adventure yesterday. We went for a car ride. It'll be gone. This is Vicky. Homemade chocolate cake, nothing but the best. Nothing but the best for my peeps. Give her a big hug for me. I will, Tina. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing the love of Miss Sophie. She's a good puppers. It's homemade. No box stuff here. No. I asked Munchkin what he wanted, and we had fresh strawberries on it the day of his birthday. I sliced up a bunch of fresh, lovely, delicious strawberries, and what I wanted to do. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Burping. Apologize for burping. Was I wanted to decorate it in a way that it looked like scales. The strawberries on top looked like scales, but the strawberries were so moist and the icing, I just didn't want it to all look like slime and stuff, so we just dumped on the fresh cut strawberries on top of the cake as we ate it, so. Just got home? Oh yeah, you just got home there, Miss Allison, from your camping trip? Looked like so much fun. I don't want to go. I want to go. I want to go camping with Allison. Sour cream coffee cake for dessert. Ooh, there we go. My mom used to always put sour cream in her chocolate cake. And I did it once and Pop did not like it. So I'm like, okay, we need to come up with a different chocolate cake. And so I experimented for a couple of years and then I came up with that one. And he's like, that's a hit. I love that cake. I'm like, okay, done. Sold. Write that down. Done. He likes the chocolate cake. We're happy campers now, man. Let me tell you. Cami is only done in a 5-star motel. She's a glamper. She's not a camper. She's a glamper. Well, I don't know. Allison's got a nice rig. I like that. She's got some pishy poshy stuff. I like it. She's got a nice little mobile. She's gonna have to, when she retires in June, she's gonna start having to take us on her adventures of the Allison channel, between her and her husband and her family and all the little mischiefness and mayhem that goes on. I finally get permission to leave this province and visit you and yours. I'll ask for a slice of your chocolate cake. Please do. Please give me notice. Happy to have you. That's if I don't see you first, Miss Gwenny. If I don't get to Alberta first before you get to Ontario. I still got family there to see, so. I'm going camping with my girlfriend Sandra, July, I think it's 17th weekend. She's booked it all. She's so excited. She's like got the meal planned. It's just the two of us, nothing else. She's got a nice campsite, not far from the bathroom, not far from the showers, not far from the trails. I'm like, awesome. I literally can't wait. So, well, there won't be a video or live stream that weekend. There may be a video, but. Or the boys will keep you entertained because it's just Miss Sandra and I. Not even Miss Sophie's coming. She'll be so distraught. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I don't think I've ever had a girls' camping weekend ever, so this will be a first time for me. And I'm hoping to take some footage of just us having some fun walking the trails or swimming or hiking or whatever it is we're doing. Oh, bye, Diana. Big hugs. Take care. Time for me to go, Lauren. Just beautiful blocks. You are a woman of me. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Aw, big hugs. Big hug, Miss Vicky. Big hugs to you. I was so embarrassed. I wasn't. What joking? I made it to take to friends a couple of years ago, but mixed the cinnamon with salt instead of sugar. Oh no! Oh no, Julie! I've done similar things. I went like 2 cups of salt instead of 2 cups of sugar. I'm making a sour cream coffee cake for dessert today. Oh jeez, I've done the same thing. And then people go to bite into it and they're like giving you that face like, they're like, there's something wrong with the cake. What do you mean there's something wrong with the cake? And then when you taste it, you're like, oh no, I used salt instead of sugar. Yep. Yeah, you didn't do it on purpose. No, of course not, right? It's just an error. Oops. I remember making pancakes in home ec class and I used salt instead of sugar. And the teacher's like, these are inedible. And I'm like, but they looked so good. They like turned out fantastic. The way they fried up golden. They weren't overcooked. They weren't too big. They weren't raw in the center. But they tasted horrible. Absolutely horrible. I couldn't even believe the teacher actually swallowed the bite she took when we finally were able to take it to it. She says, like, I think you should taste test it. Because, yes, did you taste test the batter before you cooked it? And we're like, no. Nope, we didn't. Note to self. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, kudos to her for actually finishing the bite she took. So, but yeah, she gave us a not so good grade on that one. It was so good. Yeah, I bet. And they're like, no, it's not, Julie. I don't know what you're drinking, but it's not good. Oh. Yeah, I know. It is horrible because they look the same. The salt and the sugar look the same. If you had them in containers, unless they're like licking and sticking like a licky sticky, back in the day, that's the only way you're going to find out what's salt and what's sugar. So, that's funny. Whoops. It happens. It happens. It's okay. Hello, Catherine. Happy you're here. Oh, there we go. Mr. Pop did that for you there, Judy. Oh, Julie. Thank you. No, Judy. I had it right the first time around. What was one time? Oh, one time I made my chocolate cake recipe for my friend Donna. And I think it was her birthday, wasn't it, Pop? And as I took it out of the oven, I thought, something looks weird about this cake. I don't know why. It's just not like our normal cake, right? But I put the icing on it, I put it together, I gave it, because it was her birthday, and I thought, whatever. And then realized afterwards I'd forgotten the baking soda and baking powder. So those 2 key ingredients made it more of a fudge chocolate cake than a chocolate cake. Like the cakey cake, it actually made it more like a fudgy because it didn't have those leavening edges. Bob loved it. She loved it. I was so disappointed that I, didn't make what I wanted to make and what she wanted. She goes, "Oh, this is different, but I like it." I'm like, "That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted." Yeah, I forgot the baking soda and baking powder. I was like, "Oh no!" Yeah, those are key ingredients. Let me tell you. Hello, Catherine. Hello. Happy you're here. Hello, Carrie. What's going on? Hello, Steph. Happy you're here. How's the UK? How's your hubby, Mark? Canning salt instead of sugar. I thought it was going to die. Oh no, that would have been horrible. Ugh. Ugh. Canning salt too, which is far more potent than just cooking salt. Ugh. Wow. Yeah, that would have been a shocker. Take a big old sip of tea and be spitting it out. Definitely. After my daughter and my pumpkin pie Thanksgiving fiasco, we no longer bake together. Oh, what happened? That sounds like a story, Judy. You gotta share that. Mom, Pop, everyone just calling to say hi from France. Hope everyone is well. 7:35 p.m. in France, and our clocks will go forward an hour. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Hello, Dora from Alabama. Hello, hello. Happy you're here. All right, come on this way. I made a cheese souffle once. It was perfect until you took a bite. I must have added a cup of salt versus a tablespoon. It was delicious. It wasn't. That's a true grandma. She didn't care. She appreciated your work and effort. The power of loved ones, right? Where they tell you can sing and then you sign up for American, Idol, and then you can't sing worth a diddly-do. Because they delusioned you this whole time that you could actually bake or cook or sing or dance or what have you. Yeah. Good old grandmas. I wish I would have had one. Our next weekend. Oh, that's good, Sass. That's good. Go back. Then go back? Fall back? Oh, I know. I guess it is because it is fall for you, isn't it? Duh. Hi, Nub Sauce. Hello, Creative Moods. Ozark ladies. How's it going? Happy you're here. Welcome. Happy Saturday afternoon. Welcome to the quilt shop, Scooby-Doo. Oh, I made a chili for my husband's family for their first meal with us, and it was so bad the dog wouldn't eat. We used bologna sandwiches instead. Oh no. Hey, it's okay. I remember going to a friend's house when I first moved to BC. It was her first time cooking turkey dinner, and the outside of the turkey, like the first inch of it, was all cooked and delicious. The inside was completely raw, and there was no way this bird was going to get cooked in any sort of timely manner. So we ended up going out and getting, I think, McDonald's or something for dinner. So yeah, everybody had the fixins, like we had mashed potatoes, we had gravy, we had everything else was all ready to go, but the turkey. So we kind of ate that, and then we were all still hungry. So we're like, let's go to McDonald's. Hello, Mary. Welcome. That was my mom's name. Yeah, that was Miss Kim. Not my girlfriend Kimberly, my girlfriend Kim. So, right when I first moved to BC, I guess it would have been their first Thanksgiving, and she was cooking it for all of her friends and her family. And there must have been 18, 20 people supposed to show up. We all went to McDonald's. While the turkey was still cooking in the oven, we all went to McDonald's. She was like, "Oh, it looks so good. It smells delicious." And it was smelling delicious, and it was looking amazing. But unfortunately, it was raw as the day it was butchered. Did not work. Uh-oh. Come on. Should I tell that story? If I can, if I want, Pop says. Okay. Okay. So way back in the day, Pop and I, were we engaged? We must have been, because we weren't living together until we were engaged. So, okay. So, oh my gosh. We were living in Richmond, BC, and my girlfriend, Kimberly, had texted me. I think I had something I had ordered via Avon or Pampered Chef or something, anyways, had come in. And I had a chicken in the oven, okay? So I said, oh, that'll be about another 20 minutes, and then we're good, we can go. But in the meantime, when I said 20 minutes, I guess I got sidetracked, and we left. We left the house. So the chicken was still cooking in the oven at the temperature it was. We had to drive 45 minutes to Surrey? Half an hour, 45 minutes to Surrey. While we're there, we're talking, we're chatting, blah, 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 blah. I literally clue in that I have left the oven on and the chicken cooking. So we race home, like literally race. Pop was pedal to the metal all the way, like gunner ho, who cares about the ticket? And then literally about 10 blocks, 20 blocks before our house, we heard fire sirens. And fire trucks were passing us in the direction of where we were going. So my heart was like thump, thump, thump in my chest, thinking I've literally set this whole place we're renting on fire because we're a basement suite, the top suite. I was worried about the people up top. I thought, oh my gosh, just because of this chicken, I left it on. Oh, like I was crying. I was crying in the car because I thought I'd caused this great big disaster. I literally did. I really did. Until we got to the house and there was no fire trucks around and the house was still in one unit, and we ran in and we opened up the oven and we took the chicken out, and it was literally like petrified chicken. It was like jerky chicken. It was the saddest looking chicken ever. Oh my goodness. Oh man. It had me in heart palpitations. I did not stop crying for like an hour and a half because I really thought I was burning houses down. I was taking people's lives. Oh my goodness. And the fact that the fire truck was so close to where we were going just made it that much worse. And we couldn't get there fast enough. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we ordered pizza, I think, or something anyways. It was like jerky chicken. It was petrified chicken. It was like mummified chicken. There was no chicken left. There's no moisture left at all in this chicken. Oh, man. And I meant to turn it off. Like, I thought, oh, it'll just be fine. It'll cook in the, heat, and it'll be done by the time we got home. Like, it was no big deal, right? Oops. What? Whoa. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man. I was so scared that I was burning the house down. I was so concerned for the family who lived up above. And if they, I was terrified, absolutely terrified. I was crying and wailing, and it was like, oh my gosh, how could I do such a stupid thing? But I was so excited for my new order that came in. I just had to go pick it up. Yeah, uh-huh. And he's still married to me. Yes, exactly, Steph. He's still married to me. Good point. I like how you see the highlight of the situation there. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yep. Things we do. Yeah, no chance of salmonella at all. Ever. Not at all, Miss Sass. Oh boy. I felt like such a twit. And it was only at my girlfriend's house and we're talking about something or other. And she goes, oh, I got to start making dinner. And I went, dinner, we got to go. It was like literally grab my stuff and run out of her house. You know, like it wasn't even like say bye or bye to the kids. Nothing, no hugs, no going on, nothing. Nope, nope, I'm out. Tapping out, man. Oh. Like, we got to rush home. I left the chicken on in the oven. Oh, boy. Yeah, and we were just engaged. We had just got engaged and moved in together. So it was a new experience for sure. Oh, there's. Boiled away. Oh no, that's not good. Our neighbor put a potato in the microwave for 2 hours. All that was left was a shell. 2 hours? Oh my gosh. How would it not, the oven not overheat and just stop at that point in time, right? Like, oh my. If I ever made a broiled garlic potato, I burn it in black. Oh, Munchkin's the same way. When it comes to the garlic bread and you got to broil it for a few minutes, it's always overcooked. Always. Always, always, always. I managed to scorch a pot ruined. I was boiling water and forgot. Oh, shoot, Carrie. Carrie. Oh, no. Yeah, it totally was jerky. It really was. Hello, Gita. Big hugs to you. Hello, Zella. Hello, Practically Creative. Pizza makes everything better. You got that right, girl. Oh, it was total panic, Lisa. Let me tell you. I was so, like, beside myself that I was ruining people's lives by burning their house down from this chicken. Oh, boy. Things we put ourselves through, right? You know. Oh, Pop's got some stories to tell about his mom's biscuits. I don't know. They were not the best of the best. Let's put it that way. Pop's mom was not the best of the cooks or the best of the bakers, but she did good. She did good. So nobody starved, let's put it that way. Boil water for potatoes. Turn the water, fill the pot 3/4 of the way. Add salt. Turn on high. Let water boil. Add potatoes. Turn water down. Temperature down, right? Have to leave here. Need to work on some fidget quilts for some seniors. We'll try and catch you later. Oh, big hugs to you, Deborah. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate that. Big hugs. Big hugs. Thank you for your time. Thank you, thank you. Is it really 3 o'clock already? Oh, boy. Time flies when you're having fun. Ba-dum-bum. I have let the potatoes boil dry more times than I care to admit. I don't think I've maybe once. I'm trying to think of what rice. I have forgotten rice on the stove. And I think it was not last summer, it was the summer before. I had dinner in the oven and it was done. And I just left it, like I turned it off and just left it in there to just keep warm, and it would have finished cooking. Like I think it was chicken. It was like at 76 or something. We would have been done rested temperature to 80, 180, but it would have been fine. So, and then I put the rice on. And then I went to the garden and forgot about the rice. And then I came in and I could smell something. It was like, And I went, oh no! And it was, even though it was down low, the whole bottom part of the whole crusty part of the rice was all crispy. The other part was okay. It was just really dry. There was absolutely no moisture left because I was in the garden for probably about like 40, 45 minutes. And rice only usually takes like 20, 25. So it was kind of like, whoopsies. We're having something else. I think we ended up having mac and cheese that night. I have forgotten about rice. Yes, I have. Because I thought, oh, I'll just go outside and grab some fresh peas or something, or maybe check on the carrots or something like that. And then I end up being, oh, pull this weed, do this. Oh, look who's walking by. Chat, chat, chat. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. They come, oh, crud. It's been like a half an hour. Should have only been out there for 10 minutes. Whoopsies. Well, I'm glad you do, Mary. We have a lot of fun here. We have a lot of fun here. We try to anyways. And join us next weekend. We're here for 12 hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Rice Krispies with milk is good. Definitely. That's Pop's go-to favorite. He loves his Rice Krispies and milk. I'm not a big cereal fan. I don't know why. I'm more of a hot cereal fan. I like my Red River. I like my oatmeal. I like my cream of wheat. I'm more of a hot cereal fan than a cold cereal fan. I don't even like toast either. Toast and cereal are not my favorites for breakfast in the morning, but I'd rather have toast than cereal, than a bowl of cereal. So. And in fact, usually when I buy a cereal, it's for when I want it as a snack dry. I'll put like a half a bowl or a half a cup or a cup or something like that in a bowl and then munch that as a little snack as I'm either watching something or, you know, playing a game or what have you. So like mini wheats or corn pops or multigrain Cheerios or something like that. You shouldn't broil ever. People forget about broil. They do. They forget about broil all the time. And it doesn't take very long. They think, oh, it takes a couple minutes, but really it only takes a couple seconds to broil something. So once it gets heated up, right? About the time we really get good at cooking, we no longer have people at home to feed. Good point there, Suzanne. Good point. It's better learning our lessons, right? On their own, and mini wheats too. Corn pops and mini wheats just by themselves. You want like a sweet, crunchy snack, but don't want to have like popcorn or, you know, I don't know. I don't mind dry cereal. Oh, I like rice pudding too. Okay, funny story there, Sylvia. First time I ever had rice pudding, Munchkin was about 2.5 years old. We were moving from British Columbia down to Pennsylvania. And as we were driving across Canada, we stopped in here at Brampton, Ontario, and had a couple of days with Pop's grandparents, Rose and Chess. And she made rice pudding for dessert. It was a turkey dinner, actually. We ended up coming past here at Thanksgiving just before October, right? Wasn't it? Or we just celebrated early. I can't remember. Anyways, we ended up having a turkey dinner. So for dessert was this rice pudding. And I never had rice pudding in my life. Maybe my mom made it once or twice, but I don't remember anything tasting like this rice pudding. Let's put it that way, right? So, and I was like spoon in, face deep, snorking like a pig, couldn't get enough of it, even though it was full of turkey and potatoes and everything else. This rice pudding was awesome, fantastic and amazing, right? And she says to Pop, her grandson of 20 some odd years at this point in time, I made your favorite. I made your favorite dessert, which is this rice pudding. Lo and behold, he hates rice pudding. It's not his favorite. It's his mom's favorite. So he's not having any of this dessert that his grandma specifically made for him in honor of him and his child, and like the second time I think meeting Marcus and so on and so forth. So I'm like spooning in this rice pudding like there's no tomorrow, right? She's all upset he's not eating any. I'm eating enough for everybody. Doesn't need to. Trust me, I will lick this pot clean. Trust me. And I swear, every time
we went up there for a meal, whether it was birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or whatever, or even our anniversary at Canada Day, she would make this rice pudding and say it was Pop's favorite, and it never was. I didn't care. I got rice pudding. It was funny. It was really funny because she kept messing it up, thinking it was his favorite, and it was his least favorite, not his favorite. Oh, what? Clearly broken? What am I broken about? Oh, why am I broken? I want to be broken. It was funny. It was really funny about the whole rice pudding. She didn't add raisins. She never added raisins. It was just rice. Chocolate pudding with whipped cream. There we go, Helly. That'd be one of my favorite desserts. I love chocolate pudding. I know. I wasn't really complaining, but he was. He was like, I wanted something to eat for dessert tonight, and I got nothing. Yeah, I remember he wasn't the greatest. He was a good cook, though. She actually introduced me to salmon cream cheese. I had no idea salmon cream cheese even existed until I met Pop's grandma. So I was like, what? Oh, hi, beautiful. Are you coming to say hi to everybody here? Is it time? Is it time? Is it time for you to go hang out outside with Mama? Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, dolls. Hi. Hello. He's snorking. He's snorking. He's snorking. I don't like truffle or trifle. Or pavlova's okay. You know. Mint custard. I don't think I've ever had mint custard in my life there, Steph. I might have to try that. Maybe. I'm not a big fan of mint. Like I said, we were talking about that with the lamb earlier. So. Oh, excuse me. Biscuits, I cannot make buttermilk. Oh, well, you just add a little vinegar. That's all, I think, right? Oh, I did my Tico Love the tour with me. Oh, wonderful, Miss Helly. How you working out with your scooter? Your scooter, hold on. Oh, I forgot what you called it. Darn it. Scooter Amigo, right? Scooter Amigo? Oh, big hugs, Catherine. Big hugs to you. Big hugs to you. Scooter Amigo? I think so. Pretty sure that's what you were calling it. It's salmon with cream cheese, all mixed together there, Miss Lee Allen. Speedy Amigo. Oh, I'm sorry. Speedy Amigo. I knew Amigo was in there. I was trying to remember that. Speedy Amigo. Speedy Amigo! Go! Andale, andale! Says the woman with the Danish accent. Yeah, it's just a cream cheese with a mix of literally smoked salmon, all mixed in it. And it was a lunchtime. I think we had come up for either an anniversary or maybe even Christmas or something like that. And we had toasted buns with salmon cream cheese on it for lunch with some lunch meats. And I was like, whoa, what? What is this? What is this stuff? And she had other cream. She just had plain cream cheese or Cheese Whiz or peanut butter, but I can't have peanut butter. And she had jam. So I thought, oh, I'll try the salmon cream cheese. I like cream cheese and I like salmon, so let's give this a go. And boy, that stuff is delish. And that's when we found out Marcus really likes salmon cream cheese. He was only like 3 or 4 years old, but he was all over that. He ate his whole lunch and wanted more. And that was like one of the very few times he actually ate all his lunch at Grandma's house. So, great Grandma's house. Because it would have been great grandma because it was Pop's grandma. So. Oh, that's looking really good. Look at that. You got almost half done. Almost half done here. That looks good. I think we'll leave that there because I think Miss Sophie needs to go out. So, and I don't want to keep her waiting. So we did some great progress today. We got a big mess on the other side of our desk. We got the Tickseed Block finished and laid out and ready for stitch down.
for embroidery with my beautiful yellow and my other green, not this bright green, but another duller green. That's actually the same green on this one, would be here. There we go. And then we've got this sandwich made and put together, and we're working on the hand stitching part. It's going to take some time, and I'm fine with that. I really am fine with it taking extra time. I just really want it to look as pretty as I feel that I can make it, and I really wanted to hand stitch it. Like I said, thank you, Miss Allison. I don't know if she's still in the chat or not, but thank you for encouraging me to do a hand stitch. I think it's what it needs, and it's what should traditionally be done with it. So. Anybody have any questions about the projects we're working on today? And anybody have any questions about what we're going to be working on next week? If I can figure out where the project I was going to work on is. Oh, here it is. One of them. It's called Double the Charm Quilt. 2 charm packs. And 2 3/4 yard background, and I haven't even opened it up to look at it, but that's what we're going to work on. I'd say hand stitching or machine it, and you can just kind of go in and around, or do like a base stitch and go around. Aw, thank you, Miss Allison. Appreciate it. I wasn't sure if you were gone or not. So yeah, we're going to work on this very beautiful project here. Let's take it out now so we can take a look at it. It's called Double the Quilt by the So Yeah Brothers. Oh, that's gonna look amazing. That's gonna look amazing. And we got some beautiful white on white. It's got like a little swirly flower on it. I don't even know if I can get any detail of the fabric. I don't know. Can you? Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can or not. And then 2 very beautiful, vibrant, Eastery color charm packs to go with it. I mean, these look like they got little eggs on it. So, I mean, it's adorable. I'm sorry? Yeah, that answer was for you, Geeta. I did answer that already. You can see the white on white? Okay, good, Mindy. Yeah, it's quite pretty. It looks like a flower. Looks like a flower. I'd either hand stitch it or machine it. I mean, those are your choices, right? So I think I like the hand stitching part of it first, and then of course you can always machine to accent it if you want, or do the base stitches on the outside. But if you go around your project by a hand stitch, I think that would look really nice. Yeah. I would think so. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Enjoy, quilt, and bind. We'll see how far we can get on that project, that's for sure. And I have like a bag I'd like to finish. And of course, we got lots of giveaways. Where's the giveaways? Oh, I finished 3 of them. I finished 3 of the giveaways here. Let's show those off before we end today. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Oh. That's right. Scooting around in my chair here. Okay. Here's 1 table runner. That'll be given away next weekend. This twisted block right here, all quilted up, ready to go. It's a little wall hanging table runner, whatever you'd like to call it. That'll also be given away. And then this one here, that's another table runner, all finished up, bound, ready to rock, minus the fluff. And then I have the star one that looks like this one, but it's in the Christmas, and I put a nice big border around it. I'm going to do up on the long run this week, so it'll be ready for Saturday. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Friendship Quilt Kit. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. Couldn't remember because it didn't say anything of the Friendship Quilt Kit on here. So I was like, just Double the Charm Quilt. That's what I'm going to call it. So is it cute? I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to use these fabrics. Here's, oh, I didn't even realize that on the back. Here you go. There's a sample of the fabrics that are in there. It's going to look amazing.
Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't want to open it up till next weekend. So, and then we got some beautiful thread. If we chose to quilt it on the machine, we got it. Or I can probably use this on the long arm. I'll give it a shot. You never know. I don't know how Aurifil does on the long arm. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to be so amazing. I love all the colors. So Eastery, ready for Easter, so ready for spring. Another project just for Miss Helly. It's going to be awesome. What size is the quilt? Sorry. 57 by 64. That's a good size. 57, 64. And with all those little colors, oh, it's going to look so pretty. Very pretty. That means a lot of half square triangles. That means squaring up. We'll see. All right, big hugs to everybody. If you have any questions, is the pattern on there? Yeah, that's a good, I don't know. I don't know if the pattern's on their YouTube channel, Miss Sass. That's a good question. Yeah, you can make it bigger with borders, definitely. You can probably make it into 2 smaller quilts if you wanted to, half and half, and then border those up. Make 2 matchy quilts if you got a couple of grandkids or something like that, or a couple of lap quilts you want it for like separate chairs, like relaxers or stuff like that. So yeah, please give a thumbs up. Appreciate every single one of you for hanging out with us today. Big hugs to you. If you have any questions, guess I will get a head start before Saturday. There you go, Miss Deborah. It's called Double the Charm Quilt. That's what it's called. It's 2 charm packs and 2 3/4 yards of background fabric. And then you're just going to subcut the 5 by 5 squares to 80 total. So, yeah, I need a helper. Are you going to come there, Deborah? You going to come help me? I'd appreciate that. I appreciate a helper. Hopefully we can find a pattern out there. If not, it's just a bunch of half square triangles formed in like diamond shapes. So hopefully we can still make it figure it out as we go along. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and thank you everybody for your time, your consideration for hanging out with us today, for participating in our chat. We greatly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much. And we look forward to seeing you next weekend for our whole 12 hours. And maybe we might have smell-o-vision by then. They smell good. I'm sharing them with you. Bye, everybody.